Ringing up Graeme Kenna.
This is the voicemail of Graeme Kenna from the Legal Department for Adult Services in Bradford Council. Please leave a message and I will get back to you.
After you've finished your message, just hang up, or to hear more options, please press 1.
Yes, hello, Mr. Kenna. It's Mr. Hussain here, once again, leaving yourself another daily message like a broken record. Today is the 30th of September, Monday, the 30th of September, 2024. And I know you're back at work because a couple of days ago I got a bounce back email message from yourself or from your account saying my normal working days are Monday to Wednesday. I'm out of the office until Monday the 30th of September 2024 without access to my email. So you quite clearly are at work today, or have been at work today, and you are clearly receiving all my messages, which you are ignoring and disregarding under instructions and directions from your seniors and supervisors to disregard disregard all my contact after now having stolen my brother for a period of 410 days. This is all you're doing. This is what you've done as a local authority. You've unlawfully kidnapped my brother and are holding him and detaining him indefinitely in your private prison at Sunningdale Care Home after having previously kidnapped my brother from my care on the 3rd of August 2018 and placed him into your then gulag of a prison which was at Linfield Hospital. So having failed to kidnap my brother, or failed in your enterprise to kidnap my brother and abduct him into your incarceration, then you have now just simply continued that enterprise and proceeded to kidnap my brother subsequently on the 8th of August 2023. And are refusing to explain to me how exactly, what legal framework you've used or what law you've used to take my brother from my care in the manner that you have presently done so. This is completely reprehensible and deplorable and despicable, as I've said on numerous occasions, and the fact that you are now holding him indefinitely and are going to torture and murder him in your custody, just as you had tortured and murdered my mother for the last 338 days of her life. She was an 88-year-old elderly woman suffering from dementia, but you isolated her, you medicated her, and you stole her estate, and you tortured and murdered my mother. What rights did my brother have to see, or what rights did me and my family, my brother, my sister have to right to see our elderly, frail mother? No rights. You simply abducted and murdered her. And now you're doing the same thing once again. You have simply abducted my brother, put him into your private prison at Sunningdale Care Home through the collusion of your partners and associates, particularly your common purpose brother, David Crabtree, who was no doubt a Masonic Lodge brother. And you're now detaining him indefinitely, my brother, in there, and are just simply instructing them to deny us contact with our brother, or by your refusal to engage with me. This is quite clearly evidence of your neglect and negligence by refusing to engage with me. And I have clearly explained to you as the city solicitor or the solicitor for the council that there are daily accumulating charges for this act of villainy and tyranny. You cannot simply buy off the judges and judiciary and pervert the institution of British justice for your own benefit and ends so you can save on money. You're not saving on any money. You are effectively knowingly bankrupting yourself and are therefore targeting and victimizing me and my sister into this, placing us into this perpetual situation of perpetual servitude and bondage, whilst you continue to act in a disgraceful and deplorable way as you are presently doing. I'm advising you to. I'm not advising, I'm imploring you to speak to me, to let me speak to my brother, to ensure that his health and safety is okay, because I have serious, grave concerns regarding his health and well-being. So when you, the local authority, have concerns or you want to come down and terrorize me, you utilize or safeguarding and welfare concerns and do a welfare check. So you can do a welfare check. You have the power to come to anybody's house with the police, break down the doors and come to do a welfare check. I'm just reminding myself of what you did in February 2019 when you had come down with the police and busted the doors and saying, oh, we want to do a welfare check for your mother. After having previously done a welfare check in Oldham for my brother when he was released into my care, or under the guise of doing a welfare check for my sister or my mother. So this is what you've done in the past. When you wanna do something, you abuse your laws of doing welfare checks in order to come down with the police and come to terrorize me, all so that you can abuse your power and authority. But now, when there's a genuine need for me as a family member to do a welfare check on my brother, there is no avenue for me to do such a thing, is there? You have so-called courteously allowed me to go visit my brother on one occasion to verify that he's still alive. But the reality was that you were looking to stage events to set me up, to get the justification to prevent me having access to my brother. And that's exactly the same scenario that you previously tried to set up in my mother's case, where you tried to arrange a visitation with the clear intention of looking to antagonize me and antagonize the situation, so you can therefore justify my non-contact with my own mother. I didn't even bother going through such a facade, because it was quite clear to me that at the time that you, the local authority, had privately commissioned the services of Mr. Justice Cobb, but most importantly Mr. Justice Cohen, to achieve your agenda and narrative. Nothing I could say or do in those court proceedings would have had any different result. It was a rigged system, as all your courts are. They're all rigged in your favour and to my detriment. There is no independence. There is no justice. There's only your version of the truth, which are lies and deceptions. Because to give you the pretext and justification to continue your acts of villainy and tyranny and debauchery. This is all debauchery, isn't it? This level of debauchery is coming out. I mean, recently there's all the news regarding P. Diddy, an American rapper who had an outward persona of being a musical icon, but the reality was that he's behind the mask. They were running slave parties, slave sex parties under hidden tunnels. So this is the reality. That is indicative of what you are as a local authority. You have this outward persona of being a city of culture, benevolent, benign, but the reality is that you have a dirty little secret. Behind the veil there is a whole host of ugliness, debauchery, and this is all being perpetuated through public money.
You're approaching the maximum allowed time for recording a message. If you wish to record further, please choose the append option from the menu. If you've finished recording, just hang up. If you don't carry on recording or hang up, your message will be deleted. To listen to your message, press 1. To re-record your message, press 2. To continue recording your message, press 3. If you are happy, please record the rest of your message after the tone. When you've finished recording, press the hash key.
Okay, Mr. Kenna, time once again unfortunately is getting the better of me, and I will look to wrap up this voice message. You can obviously expect another voice message from me tomorrow and the day after. You can also expect another 2 emails from me, once to the police, once to the care home and your coalition of partners, going to all the councillors. I'm very consistent and persistent, knowing the fact that you come to the house, stolen my brother's passport, stolen my mobile phones and other valuable items, and then eventually drove us and driven us to homelessness. So you've done these things, and so therefore I will. It's quite clear what you're trying to do here. I just want to speak to my brother. Please look to arrange to speak to me to resolve the situation before you end up murdering my brother and harvesting his organs, because that's what you do. You kill and murder and steal people's organs after having stolen their money and resources.
Time available for recording your message. To listen to your message, press 1. Message sent. Goodbye.
So this is what they're going to do to my brother. They're going to kill and murder him off and harvest his organs, and then and then spin it off as something that's just normal and above board. When the reality is, there's nothing normal and above board what they're doing to my brother. They're gonna torture and murder him just like they tortured and murdered my other brother, my mother, my father. They're all just gonna kill and murder because they're doing it with impunity and without regard to human life, and it's just pure suffering, and it's despicable.